It's a Gold Coast first.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned.
G'day viewers, this podcast was brought to you by Karma Koala, the chill out drink. Sit back, relax. Bust open the... Can you hear that party? There's a massive party. I'm actually in the backyard tonight. Just talking on my iPhone. This whole episode was recorded on my iPhone. It's with a beautiful friend of mine, Jenny Webber. Jenny's made... we've made Titan Sheds TV commercials for 18 years now. With her crew, which is mostly Ralph Marshall on cameras, Glenn on sound, Flash, Paul Drought in the edit suite. This party next door is massive. I'm in the backyard. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is cranking. Anyway, we recorded this about 2 weeks ago. I can only release it tonight. Because I've been waiting for Grant Fitzpatrick to get in and do that gig with the Cult. And you know what? I keep going to bed early every night. I don't know what it is, just a little bit tired and stuff. So, finally, I get the chance to add this to the top of this interview today. This podcast we did when Jenny and I drove to Woodford. We spent an hour and a half driving to this location to film another ad. And Jenny has fought her way to the top of commercial production for half of Australia's commercial production for Channel 9. But she makes millions of TV commercials and is a genuine, real person I love. So hang on to this one. People like Jenny don't come around every day. She's a hard worker, and I'm proud I know her. So, are you there, Jenny Webber? Woo. In the car with Jenny Webber. Hey, Jen.
Hey.
So we just did another Titan Sheds ad in Woodford. I'm bringing another podcast onto you.
Oh my God, are you doing it now?
Yeah, it's on. We're not live or anything.
Okay.
But we got about another hour to drive home, so why not?
Yeah, okay.
What's going on?
Well, I'm going to put my emails down now.
No, you do whatever you want.
Well, that was an interesting shoot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what you call pulling a rabbit out of a hat? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
A silk's purse out of a sow's ear. Is that one of them?
That's it.
Yeah.
So we did we drove 2 hours to get to a big farm in Woodford, and the person who was supposed to be there wasn't there. So luckily Jenny Webber knows the Titan Sheds product because she made an ad out of nothing again.
Oh my God, that's my job, isn't it?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time though, would it? Can
you tell everyone what your new job is?
Yeah, my new job is running commercial production for NBN Television and Channel 9. So what that means is I've got a big team of people now all over the mid New South Wales, from Central Coast up to Lismore, Gold Coast, Tamworth, etc. And so I still get to be in Brisbane, live on the Gold Coast, and work everywhere else. So it's a bit crazy, really. But yeah, going back to my hometown and back to the station where I started my career. So it's pretty exciting to be able to assist them to grow and develop and change how they're doing some things and make the place better, especially for commercial production. So yeah, I've had a few travel journeys, and I must admit, when I do, it's always great to come home and get back to the Gold Coast and be my little cubby house at Channel 9 Brisbane. It's my little safe area. But I'm loving being in Newcastle, and it's a great city, and it's really in its prime, just just on the edge of being amazing and changing and really becoming modern. So it's pretty exciting, really.
So when you say commercial production, like I know what it is, but it took me a little while to realise what that actually means to the punter. So it's exactly as the word says. You're making TV commercials.
Yeah.
So you're managing all the, we just did a job now, right? And it was about 4 hours on site.
Yep.
But if you're the boss of NBN, say from Newcastle to how high in Brisbane would you go?
Well, our viewing areas Toowoomba up to Noosa down to the Tweed, but I did a recce at Palm Cove a few weeks back for surf lifesaving, so
nice.
Could be heading back there in January, which sounds glamorous, but it'll be bloody horrible. Could you imagine? There's marine stingers, crocodiles,
cold beer.
It's their typhoon season. It's going to be 45 degrees, sweaty everyone.
Do you drink beer?
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah,
I love a cold beer.
What's your beer? If you have one?
Well, I don't mind a few beers. On a hot day, a cold Corona with some lime in it's always good.
Yes.
The Hahn's 3.5s aren't bad.
Yeah.
Pure Blondes aren't bad.
See what I'm hooked on now?
Bolter. No, I do like the Bolter.
Do you?
I do like Bolter beer, and I haven't.
Green one.
I haven't tried your Currumbin beer yet, but considering I'm a
It's
local,
like
I better. But yeah, no, I don't mind cold beer, but I don't mind a nice cold glass of champagne either.
Yum, yeah.
Sounds like I'm a bit of a piss spot from Newcastle, really, but yeah.
No, we were talking about this the other day because I did a podcast with Pete Weldon from Crumman Valley Brewing.
Yeah.
When you work hard, lots of people need just a drink to stop your mind working, right?
Well, this is going to sound terrible, but sometimes I don't see the point of having one.
Me too.
I'd rather have medicinal relief.
Yeah. If
I've had a bad week, it's like at least 2 beers straight away is good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're funny animals because we're the only one of the only ones that want to alter our brains for a second. Because I could stay in. Look at this. We were just at the turf farm there, and those guys there are they've got a mobile phone, but there's pretty much tractors and farm machinery, and they're
sprinklers,
and it was just dead silence.
Yeah, I know.
Like it was a farm.
Oh my god! That shoot was bizarre, honestly. We're sort of there, and then the guy doesn't want to do it, and we're like, do we cancel this or do we keep going?
Yeah, and I asked him, I said, do you drink beer? And he goes, no. I said, do you drink it? Which didn't surprise me. Because it's not like he's answering 200 emails every day, getting 200 phone calls, managing people like you do. I was still getting to a question, actually.
He's got no stress. He's probably going home to the bait dinner.
Yeah. Did you see when they broke a hydraulic line on the forklift?
Yeah.
He just stared at it.
Yeah, he looked at it.
Oh, there's a big problem.
There's kind of oil spewing out of your forklift, pal. And then he just gives the engine a real kickstart. Smoke comes out everywhere.
Oh, and I always felt bad for him. Oh no, there's a big problem.
Oh my god. I know, it's crazy, but
I did feel jealous of it though.
Their stress would be different to our stress, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because it's quite a pretty countryside, wasn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I actually felt stupid. I think, geez, all the conversations I have every day and miniature problems to fix just to get information from people to people to people.
Yeah.
And you get home exhausted, just craving a drink or two.
Yeah.
Just so your mind can stop processing all that information.
But you can, a swim in the ocean does that.
Yeah.
That gets rid of that.
A run, yeah.
What else gets rid of that? Yeah, there's lots of things that get rid of that. I mean, when you used to smoke cigarettes, that'll get rid of that.
Really? Yeah,
absolutely,
well, okay. Right.
But yeah, you don't want to go down that track again. But yeah, a couple of cold beers, especially, it was 41 degrees outside at one stage today.
Yeah.
That's pretty bloody hot.
Yeah. So that's what I was so when you're you've been the head of commercial production in Brisbane at 9 Brisbane for a while. I know that.
Yeah.
And now it's stretched now to NBN based in Newcastle. It covers all that area. So that means the 4-hour job we did today.
Yep.
And where you were directing and running the cameras and the sound guy, all that. You had to manage me. You had to manage the client. So that would mean that today, how many teams do you think you've got? Can you say that? How many How many? Yeah, of all you're managing a whole crew of these guys all the time, every day now.
Well,
Do you keep
look,
tabs on that?
You can't possibly keep tabs on the day-to-day stuff, but I mean, you're probably keeping tabs on the weekly stuff. But I'm probably in Newcastle more than anywhere. So, but I've got some guys. Like I've got an amazing guy in Port Macquarie, and he writes, produces, directs, shoots it, and edits it.
Like you mean?
Oh, no, I don't edit it, and I don't shoot it.
Okay.
So I have crew that do that. But this guy does all of those roles and churns out unreal results. And got another one of those guys in Tamworth who does all of the things, and another one of those guys on the Central Coast between Newcastle and Sydney, another one of those guys on the Gold Coast who's just been doing some amazing stuff, you know. And then we've got other producers and editors I've got another one of those in Newcastle, and I've got a that does great stuff. So, and then the rest of the guys are either editors or producers or what have you. But I don't do all the roles. I'm just a writer, producer, director, and I freelance my crew where I need them. So I've got a crew all around Brisbane and the Gold Coast that I use different crew for different jobs. So. Okay. You know, like there's different voiceover artists, there's different contractors that we use too. So, there's about 10 of us now in commercial production. So before there was just me and my editor for all these years. So now I've got a new little family. So it's good.
Wow.
Very good.
So it's just like today, right? We had to make an ad, and the main star, let's say. The star of the ad who was supposed to be there he was sick, let's be honest. He actually got skin cancer removed yesterday on his face. So, but no one told us that. We drove 2 hours here to do the ad. So on the fly, with a paid cameraman and sound guy and me, the client, the big client, you still have to, all the worries falls on your shoulders, really.
Well, it does, but luckily for me, for this particular product, I kind of know the history of Titan Garages, and I know the answers that I wanted him to give me. So when I arrived there and thought that this guy, you know, there's not much personality happening, I'm thinking, oh my God, we've got to cancel this. So I quickly had to make friends with him, and so and assure him that he's not looking down the barrel of the lens, and then once we got all the questions out of him, and then we had to extract some more teeth and get shots of sprinklers being turned on, and then I have to go and find out what cutaway shots I can grab, because my editor will be going, oh my God, how do I put this together? So today was quite challenging, but that's the sort of stuff I enjoy, and that's why I can't go off the tools completely, because I really love what I do. I'm really passionate about making great commercials for clients, and I don't want to ever stop that. So,
how would you stop being? Because you've made so many ads that everyone knows, so you know exactly what works. And like we were talking off camera, off mic before, about how you keep you can see things that could have been done better. Like, you're repeating this shot perhaps, and you definitely could have gone to another shot there. So how do you...
Well, you know what, the way you learn that is, you learn the hard way. So when you're new to the game, you come back to the edit suite and you haven't got enough shots, so you're thinking, oh my God. So you have to learn really quick that you need a wide shot, a close-up, a mid-shot, you need something on the move. So you've always got somewhere to go to when you're editing.
So the director always goes to the edit suite, right?
Generally speaking, if you've written and produced it, you'll direct the edit session as well. But, you know, my editor's been cutting with me for so long, he knows what type of things I like. Same as Ralph, my cameraman today. Yep. He knows how I like things shot, and most of my contractors are on the same page, so they know what my expectation is. So, but I guess it just comes down to experience, and you're always looking for a good shot and a better shot.
What's the most who do you need the most in your industry? Like, what in all these businesses, like, is it the cameraman, is it the sound guy? Like, what's the less, you know, everyone needs a drummer or a bass player.
Well, without a good script, you haven't got a concept. So you need the writer, and then you need the producer to organise that. So you can't rely